Good morning, people, degenerates, ladies and gentlemen. October 14th, 2011. It's about 11 a.m. I'm about to start working on my Towelliee Times episode 3. Towelliee Times issue 3. And, newsletter is what you get when you're a subscriber on my personal channel. I'm going to get going on that this morning. Yesterday's rag attempts were pretty good. We did about 3 hours worth of attempts. Almost every attempt was a really good one that went into the last phase. We actually killed a meteor. We got to like a third root phase, and technically you're supposed to only go through like 5 roots, but I mean, I guess it's kind of like in that phase where everyone's still kind of like nervous in the last phase. You know what I'm saying? They're kind of like, ooh. Sorry. Some tea with honey and lemon. I'm taking any precautionary measures to make sure I don't get sick before BlizzCon. SARS! And we had some really good attempts. Some attempts even when we had 2 people down. The attempt that we got him down the lowest, which was like I think 25% when I looked back at the logs. He was about that much. He was about like 25%. So we're almost hitting the execute phase for rag, and it's just a matter of kind of just like keeping your cool, not freaking out. Not like going, oh my god, what's gonna happen next? And it's like, I don't know. So, other than that, it was a pretty awesome night. Oh man, me and Mufasa, I showed Mufasa Moonguard, Mufasa Prime, twitch.tv/Mufasa. Great entertainer, amazing voice, kind of like mine. And he went to Moonguard with me, and that's a mistake. And I showed him the My Roleplay add-on. And then we decided to take Emo Unicorn with us. Who's emo? And my god, like shit like soy sauce and chili dogs will never be the same anymore. I'm gonna put highlights up after I'm done with my newsletter, so you guys can exactly see what was going on. It was pretty intense. I did a 6 of 7 normal Firelands on my ENR Towelliee, which was fucking surprising because usually like I've never in my life in ENR, since I've been in EU, found a pug group that did really well. And that pug group did fucking awesome. They just like did it. They fucking went 6, no vent. We didn't even use vent. No vent. We just did it. 6 of 7 normal. Wiped twice. Once to Balrock and once to Rylith. And everything else was just a fucking one shot. And I got upgraded gear. I got conch shoulders from Major Domo. I got the helm from Balrock. I had to pay for it. That's gonna be another highlight. I rolled a fucking 60. I mean, the guy that I was going up against a Death Knight, he rolled a 7. I rolled a 6. I was like, yeah, right. Fucking Ghost Crawler has to be in this computer going. I'm like, the fuck are you, crazy man? And a little bit of drama yesterday. Apparently, some people didn't take too well to my sexual appeal and boobs. Gets women, paid and views and subscribers. And the funny part is that I didn't even really mention in the video who I was talking about. People just assume that there's only one girl on the internet that likes to try on clothes in front of people. Sounds a little selfish and conceited to me. But anyway, it was kind of like a sea of fucking virgins just came into my fucking YouTube defending, of course, Panzer from Trade Chat. She came in and said, I'm talking hate speak. I'm hate speaking. Like I said, what you people would call hate speaking, I would call speaking my mind. And if I happen to mention someone's name, don't get offended by it. I mean, obviously, if what I'm saying is, I guess falsified, then you would have some sort of backing to any type of logic to argue anything that I say. And that's fine. I always like going back and forth with people. If I think I'm right, I'm right. If I think I'm wrong, I may be wrong. But you know what? I'd rather you prove me wrong first before I am wrong. And it's kind of like, really? Really? Did you have to come into my video with like your sea of horny virgins behind you? Come on. Come on, you're better than that. You're better than that. I was just stating my opinion. If you could sit there and tell me that sex doesn't sell, get you views, get you subscribers, then what? Honestly, whatever. And people were telling me, Towelliee, why are you giving her more subscribers and views? Why are you giving her more publicity? What the fuck am I giving her more publicity for? She already has it all. She has the rack. That's all you need. And if you could just sit there and say that, no, my sex appeal does not get me my viewers and my subscribers. That's what my point was. My point was there are women out there. I'm sorry. I apologize that I used Panzer as an example, but she was the best one out there because she has a nice rack. And she shows it freely in multiple pictures. What am I going to say? And if people could sit there and say that all these women like Hannah Minks and all these other people do not use their sexual appeal to gather their subscribers and viewers, then I don't even know what to tell you. I'll call you a flat-out liar. Everyone else will call you a flat-out liar, too. The worst part is when people try to deny it. And you know what? Last night I was talking with a few people on Skype. Mufasa included, Vanita, a few others that are regulars at on my live stream. And I said, you know what would be a perfect social experiment? A perfect social experiment would be take YouTube personalities like Panzer, like Hannah Minks, like the blonde chick who does the German words or whatever. Forgot her name. Vanita mentioned it to me yesterday. Forgot. You know, take them, and for the next year, do your video logs wearing a turtleneck sweater. Not even a turtleneck sweater. Wear a sweater where you can't see anything. Wear a sweater. Don't even wear makeup. Wear a sweater, no makeup, and sit in front of your computer and talk to people. And then we will see what happens between the likes, dislikes, subscriber numbers, and views. That would be an amazing social experiment. That would, I mean, obviously, now that people know that would be a social experiment, they would, try to, lean the curve over. But that would be amazing. I would love to see what happens. I meant no disrespect. I like watching Panzer. I have her on Twitter. I read her Twitters. I have her on YouTube. I watch her YouTube. Why? Because she's sexy. Because she's sexy and she's hot and she shows off a lot. And she has like this cutesy ditzy thing about her, and that's fine. That's cool. But my video was in no way meant to disrespect. I was just saying, you're showing it off. Other women like you are showing off their assets, and that brings them views, and that brings them subscribers. And my point to myself was, because the Lord Almighty of the Paladin gods did not bless us with a vagina and fucking perky nipples, well, kind of, we should get like at least 50% more revenue from like YouTube and streaming. I'm just saying. No, I'm just kidding about that. But yeah, so once again, if you felt offended, Panzer, I apologize. Obviously, you know what? My comments, if they hurt you, I'm sorry. If you feel offended that I said something that's the actual truth, maybe it is. Don't come to me and try to deny it. But don't bring your little horny fanboys in here. They're going to get destroyed. Please. Are you kidding me? But enough of that. So we got BlizzCon coming closer and closer. I got the t-shirts ready. I got to figure out how I'm going to carry all these fucking t-shirts. I got like 15 t-shirts to give away. I am thinking about opening up a cafe press or another store with t-shirt designs. I have to work on people who want to design the t-shirts. I don't know how that works out. Does the designer get like a certain amount of money, or do I just like pay him for like here's like $100 thanks for the design? I don't know. People just want t-shirts, so I'm like, sure, why not? And that's pretty much it. I didn't want me to make this video log way too long. But yeah, the PTR, there's no changes yet. Lots of changes came through data mining on MMO Champion yesterday. Warlock's got a ginormous buff. Fucking Fire Mages got a ginormous buff. Obviously, they buffed the Fire Mages to bring them more in line with the Arcane Mages in PvE. Because right now, Arcane's the only PvE spec, and some people don't like playing Arcane. So people think that, pressing one button is the most boring thing to do in WoW. So they're bringing Fire up to speed with Arcane so they can actually compete with each other on a PvE level. Now with PvP, Fire's okay, But all the buffs to fire may make fire mages viable in PvP with certain comps. I'm not sure if like a fire mage priest would be okay, but oh, excuse me, maybe like a fire mage and like a heavy DPS would be pretty good. And let's see, Death Knight Unholy got a buff. Frost I think got a little bit of a nerf, right? If I remember correctly. No more paladin changes. Obviously, hammer, fuck your face. Done. We'll see what happens with that. A lot of people don't believe that the full Hammer of Wrath is going to go live. I mean, honestly, like I said, if I was Blizzard, I would take the Hammer of Fuck Your Face, leave the changes, but you can't make it dispellable and you can't purge it. That would be stupid. That would make that ability totally and remotely useless in a PvP situation. And I don't think that it should be purged. Hopefully they change that. Today, what's my schedule for today? I don't know. I mean, I feel like doing some world PvP today. I feel like going to Sargeras and just, doing some world PvP. Maybe gather up some of the guys. Do some shit like that over with Towellee's World Order. By the way, always looking for healers. There you go. But I have for about the next hour and a half, I'm gonna work on my newsletter. It should be out by tomorrow. I like putting them out on Saturdays, so it should be out by tomorrow. And you guys let me know what you think. Lula's gonna have her risotto recipe on there. Oh my god, her risotto's like so good. Oh, it's so good. I can eat like a pot of that shit, man. I can't do it now because I'm trying to, we're trying to keep the diet. Of course, the diet with the beer at night not too good, but during the day, I'm still the past 2 days I've lost like 2 pounds, so we're gonna keep going with that. So I will see you guys. Peace. Tomorrow, video log maybe, not sure. Depends on what the schedule is like. I will see you guys at the live stream. Yeah. Howdy doody, motherfucker. And I'll see you guys at the live stream in a few. Peace.